Hey friends, Shay here. So today we are here to talk about my favorite Shounen series that I started in 2021. Again, if you've missed the previous two videos, these are all series that I've started in the year of 2021, and so I may love other Shounen series that are currently ongoing, but they are not currently on the list because I didn't start them this year. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right in. So the first one is one that caught me by surprise. It's currently only available digitally, and that is Those Snow White Notes. This is a very music-centered manga in which we're dealing with a young man who really wants to pursue his music, even though his family isn't necessarily on board with that, and this is his journey doing so. I feel like the art is so stunning, and it moves you in a way where you almost feel the music through the pages. It's so powerful in the way it's drawn. I really hope we get physical publishes of this one because it is super fantastic. And I've only read the first volume in this one, but I'm still putting it on this list because I still think about it often. And as I said in the previous one, I've been holding back on purchasing a lot of digital first mangas just because I've been trying to catch up on my physical TBR. I'm finally feeling a bit more caught up on that, so I should be able to invest in more soon, and I'm very much looking forward to continuing the story. Next up is one that I'm probably going to get some flack for because I'm loving it so much, and that is Mashel, Magic and Muscles. In this one, we're following this young man named Mashel, or Mash, and he has zero magical power whatsoever, but his body is very physically strong, and so people think he has magical powers just because of his strength. And he ends up admitted into a magical school, and it's about the ramifications of everything like that, because in this world, magic is everything. So the fact that Mash doesn't have it meant he had to be like hidden away and things, or people would have come and exterminated him. So Mash is a really interesting character. I really enjoy it. It's a series that definitely doesn't take itself too seriously. And I feel like I've read through volume 4, and volume 4 is not going to come out technically till 2022, but I got an early copy and I've already read that. I will leave my try 3 or my NetGalley manga review of that one up there if you're interested in my thoughts on that one. But it's so funny. Like, it's just quirky and fun, and sometimes that's what I want in a manga, is something that's just gonna make me laugh, and I really ended up enjoying it for that. Speaking of manga that makes me laugh, I finally read Ranma 1/2 this year, or Ranma Half, I don't know how you say it, but I found these really old copies. They're the original English flipped ones, and I read the first 10, and I love it. It is so fun. It is so bonkers and banana pants that I just couldn't get enough of it. So in this one, we're following Ranma, and so in this one, we're following Akane. Akane is a girl in school, and she's very tough. She wants to take over her father's dojo, and then his father's best friend brings his child home named Ranma, and they are essentially engaged to be married, but they kind of have a love-hate relationship with one another. Ranma fell into this special pond and now switches back and forth between male and female depending on whether they're wet, or like once they're soaked in water, they turn the opposite gender of what they currently are, and vice versa. Or is it hot or cold? I can't remember. There's something about the water and that makes him change. He turns into a female version of himself, while his father turns into this panda that you see there. And it's quirky, it's banana pants, and it's just a really fun ride. If you want something bonkers and banana pants, Ranma's where it's at. Speaking of Rumiko Takahashi titles, their newest series, Mao, is also on this list. Mao follows a young girl named Nanoka, and Nanoka ends up transported back in time through a portal, and there she meets Mao, and it's about her trying to find her way home, but also feeling like she's connected to that world. And so there's this like red thread of fate that connects them. I'm not gonna say more than that, but this feels like Rumiko Takahashi took everything she's learned from all the series she's written and honed them in to something that is the best of all of them in this series. And if you didn't love how Inuyasha kind of spun in the same circle, I don't think you're going to feel that with this. I've read the first 3 volumes. Again, volume 3 I don't think comes out till January. That's in the same NetGalley vlog that I already have linked. And it makes it so that you understand a lot more about Mao, who's very mysterious in the first couple volumes. You learn more about his origins by the time you hit volume 3. It's fantastic. So well done. Again, in that classic Rumiko Takahashi art, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. One of my favorites of the year by far, and so good. And then last but not least for my shonen list for the year is A School Frozen in Time. This is by the same mangaka that does Your Lie in April. Now, at the filming of this video, volume 4 is not currently published. As soon as I can get it in my hands, believe me, I'm going to be reading it, because this is a series that is compulsorily readable. There are only going to be 4 volumes, so volume 4 is the final volume. And we're essentially following 8 teenagers who end up trapped in their school. They know that 2 months ago somebody committed suicide, but they cannot remember who it is. So with that said, that's the mystery that you're following through the entire series. This gets very dark and very tragic. There is that line of suicide throughout the entire story. So do know that. Tread lightly. I would also put a content warning for depression throughout the series, because they each kind of have a piece of the story, and as they figure it out, things happen. So with that said, that is all I'm going to say, because I do not want to spoil this series. It is so short, but when I'm reading it, I can't put it down until I finish it. And it is so good, and I always want the next volume, so I'm very much looking forward to the conclusion of this series. With that said, those are all of my shonen picks for the year of 2021. Let me know in the comments down below what some of your favorite shonen of 2021 were. I'm probably going to be starting some big shonen series next year, so look forward to that. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you are new to the channel, I would love it if you'd subscribe, click the bell. I think I already said that. But if you're here just because you love me, leave some sort of clock-related emoji for A School Frozen in Time. And I will see you guys in the next one.